Hello. I'm not seen you in ages, how are you? You alright? Good. So, for those of you that are new to my channel, maybe never seen one of my videos before, my name's Carol. I live in Yorkshire, in England, and I've just recently moved house. So, I am going to do a bit of a tour around my makeshift craft room. It's a bit of a temporary measure, so it's not looking brilliant, but you know, it's workable at the moment, so it means that I can now start doing some more videos. So thank you for those who have had patience and have been waiting for me to come back to come and do some videos. I tell you though, we did have, just gonna have a slurp of my brew, we did have a couple of mishaps with this move. Ugh. So basically, I'd been at the hospital in the morning the day that I was moving for an appointment, and my daughter and son-in-law were back at my home packing it all up. So by the time I'd finished there, I took some photographs whilst I was in the centre of York, which I'll show you in a second, and then I got back home and it was me and daughter that were travelling down in the van to my new home, which is about an hour away from where I used to live. Well, we're on the main road. For those in the UK, you'll understand I was on the A64, which is a really busy main road, and the tyre blew out. Well, heart-wrenching moment. Fortunately, we were on the inside lane, but where we broke down, we were not in any kind of lay-by, so we were half on the verge and half on the road. It took us over an hour, nearly 2 hours. We were on hold with the RAC to come and change the tyre. We eventually got hold of them. We had to have the police out to come and divert the traffic because we were half on the road. So by the time we'd got all that sorted and we got back down to the new house, daughter and son-in-law had to travel all the way back up to York to go and get the rest of the stuff in the van. So it was gone midnight by the time that lot was completed. The following day, we went back up to York to go and clean the flat and hand over the keys and all the rest of it. Because I'm living in rented accommodation both when I was in York and where I'm living now. And after we'd finished cleaning up, done the handover, handed over the keys, blah blah blah, we gets in the car, battery flat. So it was like, we were already shattered from the previous day. We were then shattered because we'd been doing all this cleaning. Alien word, an alien thing to do. So it was like, it was the icing on the cake, really, getting the car battery flat. So anyway, we got sorted in the end, and got back down here to my new home. Because of my health conditions, it takes me a lot longer to get stuff done sometimes, and especially as the flat that I was living in was on the ground floor and I lived there for 10 years, so I didn't have any stairs to climb. Whereas here, it's a house and I've got stairs to climb, and stairs and my health issues are not a good mix. So it's taken me a long time to get things sorted out, and plans had to change. I'd got it all planned in my head, how I was going to have this room, and it ended up not being that way at all. But I'll explain all of that in a little bit. So I'm going to now show you some photographs of York, and also the first part of the video of what my craft room looked like before I started. Then it'll show you a little bit more, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like now as the temporary measure. Okay, see you in a sec. So this is going to be my new craft room. Excuse this bright sunlight, so I'm going to walk in backwards. So this is before we actually add anything to the room. So I'm standing in front of the window at the moment because the sun is so bright, because it rises on the back of the house in the morning and goes round, and then sort of late afternoon, early evening, it's on the front of the house, which is where my craft room is going to be. So I've got a nice big alcove there, and then on the back wall, that's where my bookcases are going to go. There's the door, and then this wall here has got the reflection of the light from the window on it. So that's going to be hopefully my postal area. So and packing department, so I'll set that one up there. And then in here, there's a cupboard that's got nothing in it at all. So that's quite a nice deep cupboard in there that is very tall. So I'll be able to put plenty of shelves in there. So let's hope you can see with the sunlight. So there's the window. So I'm going to have my main desk sat here in front of this radiator here, and then another desk over there in that alcove. But I'll show you when I've put in my furniture. So basically I'm just using the furniture that I've got for now, and then I'll be changing some of it around so that it's all nice and matchy and lovely looking. So this is going to be my new craft area. So I'll come back in a few days' time and show you what it looks like with the furniture in. See you soon. So here's a quick update of how I'm looking so far. Not me personally, not me, but the state of my room. So I've got the majority of the furniture up here and some of my craft stuff. There's a lot more downstairs still yet to come up. I've hit a slight snag though, because the floors are uneven, which means that all of my bookcases are going to have to be secured to the wall before I can actually put anything on them. But yeah, this is how it all stands at the moment. So this cabinet here, lovely cabinet, but it keeps falling over. So I am going to be spending my bank holiday weekend this weekend trying to sort this out, and then over there's a table, and then there's my table here, and then I want another table across there. So I've got a little one at the moment, and I want another one to be here, so that I've formed like a U shape, and then I'll sit in the middle, and then I can just wheel around to each of the other areas. So I'm having to rethink my plan of how I was going to originally have the room, and oh god, start unpacking all of this little lot. Not looking forward to it one bit. Anyway, it's got to be done, so instead of moaning about it, I'm just going to go and crack on. But I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update and show you what turmoil I'm in at the moment. So hopefully the next time I'll be a little bit more organised, and you'll be able to get more of a sense of how the room is going to end up looking. See you soon. It's a beautiful sunny day outside, so I've got all the windows and the doors open in my new home. It's starting to come together, and I can begin to see the wood for the trees, which is good. Still a long, slow process. So today is all about sorting out all of these books that I've purchased over the years for making junk journals. And then there's all of these on the windowsill as well. So I'm starting the process of sorting all of these out But listen to outside. It's really, really quiet. Do you remember how loud all the cars used to be and all the ambulances and stuff at my old home? So that's it. That's about the level of noise that I have now, is a car going by. But that's, as I say, with the doors and all the windows open. So, yeah. Got a busy day ahead of me, I think, transporting all of these upstairs bit by bit, which my knees don't like. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update as to how it's all going. I've used the furniture that I came with, but I am replacing most of it with new stuff. So you will see videos of that once I start doing the room up, as I really do want it. But this is the temporary measure for now, so I'll give you a quick 360. Well, I say quick, I'll try and go slowly so that you don't get too giddy. So as you can see, I've got a U-shaped space to be working in, and then over here on the back wall behind me I've got two of my bookcases, some shelves and drawers there, and another bookcase there, and then that's the door to come in as I come into the room. And then there's that's going to be my sewing table. Oh, and that's tea, coffee and sugar there, so I can bring up a hot flask of water so I can make myself a cup of tea up here to save me trundling all the way up and down the stairs. And I'm going to be revamping this table, so desk, so I will be doing a video on that as well. And then there's a cupboard in there which is going to be filled up with some of the excess, because I haven't emptied all of my boxes yet. Now then, if I just walk backwards, so as you can see there, look, there's still some boxes there. So basically I was going to have bookcases over here. I'd got two of them over here, but because the floor was so uneven, the glass one, it just kept toppling over. So I decided to take them out, and they're now in another room. So I've put the desk there instead, so that will be my sewing desk. And then I thought I could use this wall to display some of my artwork and embroidery, so that's what will be going up on there. And then on the U-shaped table at the moment, this is going to be my die cutting area and embossing area. Those boxes have got work in that I'm going to be finishing off videos on. So there's the Rocky Journal 2 that I need to finish off, and a couple of other projects. And then this is my working desk at the moment, and then I've set up a monitor screen here so that when I'm doing live videos, instead of having to look off to the side to my computer to see what you're all chatting about, it'll be directly in front of me. It's so I can keep my eye on the moderators, but don't tell them, shh, don't tell them that, because they're naughty. And then there's my printer and my laptop. And then at the moment, those drawers are all just shoved in there, but there's going to be a much longer table here to fill this space. And then this bookcase here has got, it's all full of paper and card. So there's some books in there, there's greetings cards and envelopes. Those are sort of all patterned papers, and then I've got plain paper and chipboard pieces and paper bags there. Now then, here in this section, move my fingers out the way, those two sets of brown drawers don't actually belong in here at all. So they're taken from my bedroom, but I've had to use them to rest. This is why it's a temporary measure, you see. I've had to rest some MDF sheets that I'd got on top to make a bit of a shelf, because before I moved from York, I sorted out these three drawers here from a plastic drawer cabinet that I'd got that had broken. So that box there is online workshops that I'm going to be doing and new digital kits. This box here is full of YouTube projects that I want to do. This box and this section here, they're all journals that have been started and need to be finished. So if I come up from the top, you can see there's quite a lot of projects that I need to be doing and working on. And then this bookcase here, this has got all my arty stuff in, so my paints and glitter stuff and embossing powders and stuff like that. And then there's my stamps here as well. Now I've decided that for me is too busy. It's too much. So for the new furniture that I'm going to be getting, I want those in the new drawers. So that will look completely different. The same as this will look completely different as well. I'd also hope to have bookcases all the way along here. But again, because of the floorboards being uneven, the two most stable ones was that bookcase and that bookcase, so I've had to take the others out of there, and that's why I'm going with this for now. There's something that I've got planned for this back bit, but I'll show you that when I get the new craft room furniture in and sorted. Is there anything else that I need to show you? I'm not going to do a detailed, this is what's in this drawer and that's what's in that drawer, because I'll do that more when I've got the craft room sorted out exactly as I want it. But at least now you've got a bit of an overview of where I'm going to be working. And of course the window, it's just gone midday, so the sun is starting to move around to the front of the house, so it's really nice and light and bright in here. But yeah, so this is my workspace for now. So when I do live videos, this is what you will be seeing, except a different version by the time I've got the new craft room done. So thanks for joining me today. It's lovely to be back. And I'll see you all again really soon with some more new videos. Don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel if you so wish, but it does help me out a lot if you do. So thanks for joining me today. See you again soon. Bye.